welcome along. This is Virtual Farmer and we're back on Chipping Norton. I'm up here in my brand new John Deere 7R at the shop because this needs some repairs. Unfortunately, we are £780 in the red. Bring up the help menu. Yeah, we've got 6 damages on this. Not expecting any hidden damages on it at the moment. But it really does need a repair. Also, somebody mentioned at the end of the last video that I shouldn't forget these, and I completely forgot to take them down to the farm, so we'll transport them back today. We still have some seeds left, and we still need to get some money in, because we need some money to at least hire a baler for next time. So we're going to target some contracts today. And I'm actually going to do some vegetable contracts. They don't take a huge amount of seed and should do us fairly well. We've got a parsnip, 2 parsnip contracts here, I think. Yeah, 2 parsnip contracts here. And then our best profit per minute today is a carrots contract. The cheapest of these 3 is this one here for field 26 for 375. So we'll borrow the items for that one. We will accept the contract on that one. And yeah, we will accept the contract on that one. So I want to get field 17 done first. That is going to offer us the biggest payday. And these 3 contracts together should give us the 20,000 target that we normally have for our daily income on here. That will give us enough to get the baler. And then we should be pretty good because with a baler and we've already got the mower down at the farm, we should be in a position to be able to make enough to be a bit self-sufficient. So latter half of this series, we should start getting our self-sufficiency going. Right, let's do that. We want to switch to carrots for our first contract. Fold this back up. And we're headed over to field 17. Where is that on our map? Hopefully up the top here somewhere. No, 17 is there, right at the back there. So we'll head down, out here, down that road there, and into 17. So should be fairly easy to get to. Only 32 litres in this, as I said. These do not take a lot of seed and do not require a lot of seed to get the job done. We might have to do a couple of trips back to the shop today to sort this, but all in all, this should be a fairly easy today, depending on how bad this rain is, because of course, like last time, the rain is going to cause us to get stuck in the mud, and the longer this rain lasts, the worse that is going to be. Looking at this rain, it should be done by 10 o'clock, so I think we'll be all right. I can only hope things dry out fairly quickly. Entrance to the field is up here. There we go. And, perfect. We've got a roadway down the side, so we can get to the far side. We do have GPS on this tractor, so we'll activate that. We'll unfold this, and then we'll see how much we are going to sink into the ground on here. Bring it round. Yeah, there we go. Right, it's not great. We're sinking in quite a bit. Let's turn this on then, drop it down, and see if we can actually seed with this much mud. And apparently we can, so that's good news. Let's set our first waypoint then, and we'll head across the field. And with any luck, this rain then will not slow us down too much this morning. That's our width, and away we go. Before we continue on the farm, this video is brought to you in partnership with the awesome people at Apex Gaming PCs. I've teamed up with Apex Gaming PCs to create a custom line of PCs suitable for everyone from beginner farmers to virtual farming experts. And the highest spec machines are also perfect for streaming and content creation. Apex Gaming PCs have dropped the prices on almost all their products by 30%, so there's never been a better time to go check them out. This rain is being a little bit relentless right now. I was kind of hoping that we might end up with a clearance at this point, but it doesn't seem to be happening. We thought it was only going to go till between 9 and 10, so it's possible by 10 o'clock. In fact, no, by 10 o'clock this should have cleared up. But at the moment, we are definitely struggling through the mud. This tractor has got very muddy, but thankfully, because this is a 3-point planter, it is able to pull it through this and get these in. It's quite a tight schedule we have today, so I want to make sure that we get everything and get it all done. We need to get that money in for next time and make sure we're good. I'm not quite sure why overnight we ended up being charged so much money. We're not borrowing any money at the moment, so yeah, we got charged a load of cash overnight, and I need to work out why that is. In fact, we might go and have a look at the finances in a moment and just check that, because I am slightly surprised. We don't have anything leased or anything like that, so our outgoings should be pretty minimal. I'm hoping that there's not any animal pens or anything that we still have on here, because there was an issue early on where I started everything from zero and we got charged for animal pens that we cannot use at the moment. So let's just take a look at that quickly. What were our overnight charges for? Property maintenance. So we are getting charged daily property maintenance for something. We made a lot of money previous day. So yeah, new vehicles we had quite a lot, but yeah, we need to find out what this property maintenance is, because there shouldn't be anything. And I think we're actually in line for quite a big reimbursement. If I can find out what that is. It could be anything. The thing is that you do come into this owning quite a few buildings, and trying to clear them all out without breaking everything is quite difficult. So yeah, I'd kind of like to remove those, and yet we've actually been due for quite a big reimbursement there. We're getting charged 1800 a day for that. In fact, that is going up as well. We need to work out what that is. Got a construction cost, but that was, I'm not sure what that construction cost was either. So we need to work out what that is and what properties they have on here and clear that off, because we should not be being charged 2,000 a day for property. We may have to just get a daily reimbursement maybe. I've got partway through this field and I was kind of wondering what is my progress, only to find out we're planting the wrong crop. We should be planting parsnips in here. So let's switch over. We need to turn it off. I'm hoping I can overplant with parsnips, but that's annoying because we've wasted 27%. Well, we've wasted an hour and we've wasted time and we've planted the wrong crop. That is very, very annoying. So let's turn this on and see if we can replant this with the right crop. That is incredibly annoying. I cannot. No, that's doing nothing, isn't it? Oh, I think I've messed up this contract. Something really bad. Damn. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel this contract. Field 17. Hopefully we'll get it back. So, yes. And collect. Is field 17 back in here? No. Let's new contract. 17. Sowing parsnips. There we go. So we will accept that contract again, and we'll get started on here again. Oh, I am so annoyed with myself to have messed up that badly. That is really awful. Can't believe I planted the wrong crop. Right. So let's put this down and actually start planting the correct crop. And now, in fact, the rain is ending as well. So maybe things will start looking up. But what a stupid start to the day. Right, coming to the end of the first row again, and yeah, it's now telling me 10% complete. So we are now actually planting the right crop. I am amazed that this let me get this far through this contract planting the wrong crop. That is crazy. Normally it tells you that's the wrong crop. Instead, it just let me keep going and planting the wrong thing. I'm a little bit stunned by that, but we'll soldier on. We've got ourselves a little bit behind, and we should still make 8,000 off this field. So yeah, we're still doing well, and we should still be okay. We've just got a little bit of a setback. We're about a third of the way through this contract, and it's taken us about an hour to get there. So we're looking at finishing this about 1 p.m. That's not too bad. That's still well within what I was expecting. It's unfortunate that we got a little bit behind doing that wrong crop, and there's a good possibility we'll need to refill our seeds as well, because it seems the parsnips are using the seed up at a faster rate than the carrots were. So yeah, we are in a position where we are going to have to refill these, I think. We'll see how it goes though. At the moment it's going pretty well. We're on top of this as much as can be expected, having had that delay at the start, and as a result we should be able to make the 20,000 that we aim to make every day. Let's get this down. I think the first time we're going to break that is going to be next time when we do the mowing and the baling, because we won't immediately see the money from that. So as a result, it's going to be the first day we don't actually make anything. We've just hit 50% of the way through this field, and another hour has passed. So we're actually slowing down a bit here. We're also down to 13% of our seed left, which is not great, because that means it's going to last us probably this row and the next before we need to refill. So we'll have to head up to the shop at that point. That's a little bit disappointing, to be honest. I had hoped to make better progress than this by this point, but yeah, that it seems was not to be. That actually surprises me a little bit. But otherwise, we're doing okay. Well, this job should take about 35 minutes real time. We've got about 20 minutes each way for the other two. So that is going to be very tight as to whether we get all three of these done today. I don't know if that's actually going to happen. Right, lift this up, back around, and line ourselves up the next row. There we go. Forwards, down, and away we go again. Actually, not got that down. Let's get this lifted again. Right, there we go. And forwards, and away. There we are. Off it goes. Yeah, so I don't know how far we're going to get with this. This may be that we don't get much more than 2 of these done today, because it really is slowing down. We're less than a litre of seed left, and we are how far progressed through this? 58, so we're nearly 2/3 of the way through. But yeah, this is not going to last much longer. I think we'll get part way through the next row and then we'll have to run back to the shop. I was hoping to not have to run back to the shop until we'd finished this field. I have a horrible feeling if we hadn't wasted all of those seeds on the carrots at the start of this, we were down to like 73%, I think. We would have had enough. Yeah, 20% of the seed capacity of this might have been enough to finish this field. As it is, we're down to our last 0.3 litres. Really doesn't take much seed, but it doesn't take much to actually seed them. We've got plenty of seed up at the shop. It is just that amount of time that we have to spend running up there, refilling this and running back. There we go, out of seed. So let's fold this up, drop our DPS. We'll head over to the shop. Let's get the beacons on, actually. Yeah, beacon is on. Right, we're gonna head up to the shop and we'll get this refilled. Round we come, up the roadway and in. And it's, yeah, 20 to 1, which is not great at all. Let's refill this. Yeah. It really doesn't take much. What is that? That's 32 litres. These bags will last forever doing this. This is why, actually, vegetables are a really good crop if you can get them harvested. And I'm hoping in Farming Simulator 25 we have a really good way to get them harvested because, man, seeding them and getting them set up is really, really cheap. Do you know what would make that difference? If when you had a hired worker, what it did was unloaded the boxes automatically. That would make all the difference. So unloaded and purchased boxes automatically when you had a hired worker doing the vegetables, that would change them completely. So I've been calculating how much we've probably been charged for buildings and bits that we don't actually use and that aren't part of our farm. And if we've been charged at sort of the 1900 for the past 7 months, we're looking at about 13,300 in payments that we shouldn't have been making. So question to you guys, should I reimburse that? Because we obviously don't know where this cost is coming from. Do you think that's fair, adding a £13,000 back in that we've previously been charged, or do you think we should try and muddle on with the extra £2,000 a month that we shouldn't really be paying anyway? Yeah, let me know down in the comments below. I'm really intrigued, and we'll try and maybe go from there. Wondering if there was there's possibly something else that could be causing it. I have a feeling I may have had a cost block, a daily cost block. I know that there is one that's available in game. If that's the case, then that is a fair thing, because I should have removed it once we got the farm. But yeah, I don't know if that's what it is. But we are definitely getting charged 1900 for something. We're 90% done, and we now have less seed than we started with on here before the refill. So what I mean by that is we would have had to have refilled this seeder before the end of this field, which is not too bad. Then we at least know that that would have been the case. And as a result, we didn't really lose any time in the middle of the field. We obviously lost time at the start when we were planting carrots instead of parsnips, which is a little bit annoying. But we are good in that we should have this finished fairly soon. 92% of the way through this. I honestly don't know if we're going to make it all the way through this. I think we might have to take on, well, field 4's carrots or field 26's parsnips. They are about the same amount of time, but it is 2 in the afternoon. I don't think we're going to have time for both of them. So let's finish this one off, and then we'll see where after that. I want to head up to the shop actually and get my tractor repaired. That's a priority, and then we need to see if we can set ourselves up for baling next day. If that's the case, we might not need the last 2 contracts on here today. But there we go. Contract is done. Right, hold this up. We're going to go and refill this. Ready for doing the carrots, possibly. Yeah, 2 minutes, 6 minutes past 2. That does give us time to do 1 more field, I think. So we'll head back to the shop. We'll get our tractor sorted, and then we'll look at going and seeing if there's enough time left to attack another contract. Right, so pull this in here and refill it. That's going to take too much. And then we'll complete that first contract. So 8,224. Let's collect that. And then we should be able to purchase. What's in the shop? Oh, that would be nice. But we should be able to purchase a pallet. And the pallet I want to purchase is repair pallet. There it is. Servicing pallet. So that will be 500. Perfect. And then we can bring the tractor here over there and get that repaired. So then that is fully ready for the next day. That leaves us with 6,974. So park that there and this. So we're going to repair all 6 damages. So this won't be ready till 10 o'clock next morning and is going to cost us 3,000. Let's see. Can we hire a baler then at this amount of money that we have left? Ideally, we want a baler wrapper. Cheapest of that setup looks to be the class. Yeah, I don't think there's a cheaper baler wrapper outside of the class. So how much would that be to lease? Don't have enough money, so we've got to do another contract, whatever. So let's head out and get that done. Yeah, repairing our tractor has cost a little bit. We've got to go and do another contract, and that means heading to field 4, which I think is right down the other end. Yeah, right at the back there. So quite a convoluted route to get to that as well. There are various sheds and things around here, and there's a greenhouse and things. I think we own all of those, and actually would end up having to yeah, and I think we probably end up getting charged for all of this stuff. So I think getting a reimbursement is probably the way to go going forwards. I think we probably should get reimbursed for all of that, which doesn't negate the fact that I still need to do some work with these. But at the same time, we also need to do this. How do I get over to field 4? There must be a roadway down the far side. I'll find it. We'll get there. Not seem to be an easily accessible place though. Yeah, you had to go through several other fields to get to it, and it's kind of a roundabout. Yeah, I can see a gateway in the far corner. Trying to get to this field is very much a pain, and you do have to go through several other fields to do it. It's the only way, and wow, this field actually slightly larger than I thought it was going to be. Let's unfold this then. We'll get ourselves lined up. It's going to be a fairly simple GPS course. Basically, we're going to do it at 180 degrees and head down here. Cool. So set my first waypoint. Set my second. Oh, there we go. Show it. Perfect. And away we go. That should make this a fairly easy job to do. And I really, really hope that we are doing carrots on here. So we're planting carrots, and this contract is for carrots. The time's just turned 4 o'clock, and we are not even 30% of the way through this field. So we are not looking like we're going to get the full 3 contracts done today, which is a pity. I would really like to have done that. However, we've got a bigger problem, and I'm slightly annoyed with myself for this. That tractor came up last time, and I got very, very excited about it. And we went and bought it and managed to have enough money for it and everything. And we haven't bought the other grass field. Or we haven't bought the grass field, not the other grass field. We don't have a grass field. So I'm getting all prepared to do grass work next time, going into May, to get that done and to make money from it. And we don't have the field. And that's a problem. That's actually a pretty big problem. We can't make money from it. And that means that we're at least, well, we need 42,000 to buy the grass field right next to our farm. And we don't have that money. We definitely be nowhere near that money at the moment. And today we're going to not get anywhere near that money. And then, well, if we're only earning about 20,000 a day, we are going to be at least 2 days away from that. That is not good, especially on a series like this that's limited with how many episodes we're going to get. It might be that we get near the end now before we're actually able to make money from the silage like that. I mean, we still could do it, and we can still work our way towards it, but this is coming much more of a contractor series than I think I'd initially hoped. We seem to be setting ourselves up very much as that, rather than actually getting into our own farm and getting it done, which actually mirrors real life a little bit more, I think. It's much harder to get yourself set up as a farm than it is to go out there and go out there and farm other people's land. You end up, well, I say harder. I mean, it's not easy to set yourself up as that. No way. What I'm saying is that it's much easier to afford the equipment when you're not having to buy the land as well, as opposed to where we are, where we're trying to buy the land and the equipment. And at the moment, we've got the equipment, but not the land. Coming up to 5 o'clock, and we are only 50% of the way through this field. This is taking quite a while to get this done. And yeah, the day is fading fast now. 20 to 6, and we're 70% complete on this. It really feels like we should be further along, but as we know, the headlands actually count for a bit more than the main body of the field. So I'm fully expecting the headlands to really kind of make up the difference as we get closer. Looking at this, we're probably 5 rows from the edge of the field. So yeah, that's not 30% of this field that's left. It's a lot less than that, so the headlands are skewing things a bit again, but it's late. We are not going to get the last contract done here today, so that does mean we're only going to have about another 6,000, just under 6,000 today, and that gets us just under 10,000. We are 30,000 shy of getting the grass field. We're about 9,000 shy of buying any grass field, which is annoying because I would have gone for that instead. There is a grass field opposite our farmyard that we can do. I am kind of wondering if there's anywhere that we can sell something from our farmyard. Is there anything there that will sell, maybe like the silage bunker, which we're not going to be using? Stuff like that might be sellable and get us a little bit of extra cash in, and see if we can get at least some grass field that we can get some silage bales off and make a bit of money. Alternatively, we will see if we can get some fertilizing contracts next time and make a load of quick money off that to try and get something. Either way, we need to try and get some fast money in, because we're going to start falling behind. Final row, and we are 90%, over 90% done. It was only 3 rows we had left, which was a little bit surprising. So yeah, it's gone, last bit's gone a little bit faster, but it is still 10 past 6 in the evening. Get back on track here, and this will finish any moment pretty much. It's not going to be very far. We've got 24% left of the carrots, so that's good news. The small bunkers on here and the low level of carrots has done the job. There we go. Fold that up. We'll head back up, and yeah, field 4 is done. I don't think planting the right crop would have helped us all that much today. We are all coming back here at 6:30. That's, yeah, that's way later than I would have liked. But I think it might have saved us maybe an hour. We'd have maybe finished at 5 o'clock. Let's unload the seeds so that we have some more if we want to do some more planting. It's not a huge amount. We'll stop our tractor, and we're going to complete the contracts and cancel the remaining one. So we will complete and collect field 4. We will cancel field 26. Yes. And collect on that. Looks like we do have a ton of fertilizing contracts that we can attack. And yeah, a few of these should be pretty quick to get through and make a lot of money with. So we will attack those next time and hopefully get ourselves back on track. Meanwhile, I'm going to get my nice John Deere 7R here back down to the farm. We'll make sure that we get the bale carrier with it. And yeah, we will see if we can sort things out. For now, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.